Councilman Luis Chavez spent his July 4th holiday tying the knot in Cancun. But while on his honeymoon, he discovered an unfortunate fact of life many have experienced in Fresno. His Huntington Boulevard home was broken into.
So this is the window that he broke. As you can see, this is some of the glass that we had. These are the boards that we actually had to put up. Pried in there, grabbed a bunch of stuff, pocketed it, and then my tenant called 911, and that's when he took off the initial first time.
Then on Sunday, the same man returned. This time, Chavez was prepared.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see this guy looking through my window, looks through my door, then the side window, then comes over here and tries to shimmy the door. And that's when I said, okay. I get up, I see the guy, he's rattling the top of the door, and then I noticed the distinctive tattoos that have been described in the suspect description. So then immediately I go grab my gun, and then proceeded to see him go around this way, come around here to the window where he actually broke. And so I peer out the window, I see him, I get my curtains, I lift my window, and I point my gun at him. He was standing right here, facing that way, and then he turned, he sees me pointing the gun at him and immediately freaks out. And that's when I told him don't move, and he just bolted and took off, and I went after him. Takes off that way, and grabbed my car keys, head out the door, and out we went to the chase. Yep. But the good thing is we caught him.
Police eventually caught up with the suspect a few blocks away at Tulare and 6th. For Chavez, he wanted to catch the suspect so his friends and neighbors did not have to experience what he did.
And so I wanted to make sure that he didn't get away, and that's one of the reasons why I pursued him for about six, 7 blocks down that way. But it's just very frustrating. You know, as a council member, I hear the calls from the constituents. People break into their homes, their vehicles, and I was just not going to take it that day, and that's why I did what I did.
The incident makes Chavez focus on Props 47 and 57, which allowed for early release of some criminals.
This hits home, right? And it's kind of a wake-up call for myself and my family, where legislation has some serious consequences for our folks here at the local level. And I think when you enact something like that, you have a responsibility to make sure that you either give the local resources to the local folks or not do it at all. But I'm not too optimistic at this point on the state stuff, so I'm going to focus on what the city can do to improve that.
The suspect has been identified as Enrique Lopez. According to Chavez, he has an extensive rap sheet. Chavez is glad he had his Second Amendment rights.
I'm a big Second Amendment guy. I'm an NRA member. I believe in that, and it proved to be true that time. I didn't go out looking for trouble, but trouble came to my home, and luckily I was armed, and I had an opportunity to defend myself and my family.
David Taub, GV Wire.